Welcome back to Mare Cruises Solo. This is part 2 of my weekend cruise on the Celebrity Reflection. In this video, I'll take you with me as I visit Perfect Day at Coco Cay, Royal Caribbean's private island. It's my first time visiting this popular Caribbean port, and I'm so excited for this experience. If you missed part 1, click the link above to watch what I get up to on the first 2 days of this short weekend cruise. On deck 5, just went and got a coffee and a muffin, and I can see the island from here, so I came outside to see what I can see from the distance, and there's Utopia. So it looks like Utopia is actually already docked at the island, and we are incoming, and we'll dock right next to them, but there it is. And somewhere over there is Norwegian's private island. I'm sure they will probably have ship support today as well, so we'll see. Exciting! Good morning. So we are just docking now in Coco Cay. This is my first time at Coco Cay. I'm very excited. I have been to Norwegian's private island, Great Stirrup Cay, several times, like 5 times. And I've always been able to see Royal Caribbean's island from a distance from Great Stirrup Cay, but I've never been. So I thought this was a perfect opportunity to do a little weekend cruise and see what Coco Cay is all about, because it is very popular. So I just went and got some coffee at Cafe El Baccio. It is not even 7 o'clock yet in the morning. It's early. I've been up for a while. And then I also got a banana nut muffin. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy this while we dock and then get ready to go out for the day. Alright, so I think what's going to happen here is we are going to back into port, and then my side will be facing Utopia. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm on the left side of the ship, the port side. I think we might dock on this side and back in, which means I'll be able to see the pier, the side I prefer, even though I didn't plan it this way. So it looks like we are spinning now. Should be docked shortly. Alright, here we go. We are reversing in, and as I was hoping, my cabin will face Utopia and the pier. Very excited. Well, we have officially arrived at Coco Cay. We are just now finishing the docking process. Hopefully in the next few minutes they'll call or make the announcement that we can get off the ship. I am looking directly at Utopia of the Seas, and it is massive. But it's not as big as you think it is based on pictures in comparisons to smaller ships. It is big though. It is big. There is no question about it. It's gigantic. And I'd rather be on this ship than that one. I'll just say that because I like the smaller ships, the more mid-sized ships, more my speed. I don't know how you see everything there is to see and do everything there is to do on a ship the size of Utopia or Icon or all those other gigantic Royal Caribbean ships in a weekend. It's not possible. There's too much to do and see. I wouldn't even get off the ship if I were on one of those. But I am not on that ship. I am on the Reflection, and today I am in Coco Cay, and that is the whole reason I booked this weekend cruise, is to see what Coco Cay is all about. So I hear an announcement coming over the loudspeaker right now. Okay, they did not say whether we could get off the ship, but I'm gonna go make my way downstairs anyway, because I want to be one of the first off so I can get to the Coco Beach Club, which is what I have booked today, and I will tell you all about that later as I'm on shore. But as it's my first time to Coco Cay, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I'm going. I have no idea how the island is laid out, so I have to get my bearings. So I'm gonna go down now and hopefully I can disembark. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Meredith and I cruise solo, and this is my channel where I show you what I do when I'm cruising solo. This is my 28th cruise. Yes, it's only a weekend cruise, it's a short one, but you gotta spread some of those in a little bit here and there to see everything that you wanna see. And Coco Cay is a port I've never been to, so that is why I booked this weekend cruise. Just worked out perfectly with the dates and I'm very excited, so let's get going. Off the ship and on land. So here we are, a perfect day. And you can definitely see the difference between Utopia and the Celebrity Reflection. No comparison between the size of the ships. It is pretty windy today. You can see how choppy the water is, but very few clouds. It's gonna be nice. Alright, so now the task of finding where I'm going. There is a map on the app, the Celebrity app of the island, and then they also handed out paper maps, which is, depending on the Wi-Fi connectivity, might be the route that I take. So they gave us this. It was at the entrance, or the exit rather, when we disembarked. But pretty painless, quick and easy. That's where I am down here at the bottom, and I'm going up to Coco Beach Club, which is a 10-minute walk from arrivals is what it says. So kind of like a straight path all the way through. So I made it past all the crowds, initial crowds, and I'm at Captain Jack's. So here's a little sign. So it looks like Coco Beach Club. Right there near the bottom is this direction. So I'm gonna follow the directions and see if I can make my way to the beach club. Once you get past the first throng of people, the masses at the beginning, the entrance, then it's like nobody around right now. I mean, to be fair, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know that many people who want to go lay in the sun at 8 a.m. But island time goes by quick, you know? You only get until I think you have to be back on the ship at 4:30, so it goes by quick. Gotta soak up every moment, you know? All right, more signs, so I think I'm going the right way. This is nice. Very lush. All right, it looks like that might be one of the food areas. Skipper something, Skipper Grill. I'm assuming that's like a buffet. I don't know when they open. Coco Beach Club. Hi. Good morning. All right, going this direction. Oh no, this looks like a hot air balloon. Up and away. That would make sense. I forgot they had this. That's cool. All right, here's one last sign. It's like I'm the only one here. I feel very fortunate to have such a beautiful day for my first time at Coco Cay. So even though I was early, I'm not early enough to get a seat in front of the pool. So I grabbed a chair right by the pool, but still on the sand. So best of both. As soon as I walked in, they handed me a welcome drink, and you can get with or without alcohol. I chose with because why not? I paid for it. And then I just met one of the servers who was walking around, introduced himself, and basically said there's a flag on your chair. If you raise the flag, that will tell them that you want service, and they'll come around and bring you drinks and things like that. So you don't have to like go up and get your own stuff, which is pretty cool. So let's talk about pricing. So something Royal does that I haven't really seen on other cruise lines is they actually have dynamic pricing, which means it fluctuates depending on demand. And I paid around $150 for the day for this beach club pass at Coco Beach Club, but I've heard from others that it can cost upwards of $300 for one person. So while this is not an adults only area, it is priced sort of higher than what you'd expect most larger groups and large families to want to be willing to pay. So I do believe it's quieter, and that's part of the reason why I chose this. I chose to pay the extra for this experience is because there is another option at Coco Cay to do an adults only location area. It's called Hideaway Beach, and the price for that is about half of what I paid. I think it's like $79-$80. I'm sure it also fluctuates, but it gets pretty rowdy and like it's beach club style, so loud music, packed pool, that kind of thing. Not my style, not my thing. You know, there's a time and a place, and I've definitely had great times doing the whole crowded beach club party thing, but it's not really my vibe most of the time, especially when I'm solo. Although it's a good way to meet people. So if you're looking to meet people, that is definitely one way to do it. Just, throw yourself in there, get in the mix. But that was not what I was in the mood for on this trip. So I decided to just pay the extra. Now, the one thing you do get included with the Coco Beach Club day pass is a upscale lunch. So your lunch is included. And in fact, I do need to go make reservations. I also need to put sunscreen on. You do need to make reservations for what time you want to eat. The menu is pretty limited though. I did look at it ahead of time, and because I'm mostly vegetarian and I don't eat red meat, I don't eat pork, I don't eat like a lot of seafood really, just because I was raised vegetarian. The options might not be the best for me, but you do get lunch included, and I will show you the menu later. Oh, one other thing. They did offer coffee and pastries when I walked in, so I could have just waited to get like a small breakfast when I arrived here instead of on the ship. So if that's something that you think you need to do on the ship ahead of time, if you're reserving this beach club day pass, you don't, because they will provide coffee and pastries. Let's get to it. Okay, so I actually just went to make my lunch reservation, and I told them when I booked that I was mostly vegetarian, and they said they have a veggie burger. So it sounds like there are options for vegetarians. You just have to tell them. I booked mine for 1:30, but you could also do the early side, which is 11 o'clock, and I figured I would just do it later. There's some floating cabanas over on my right-hand side. Those are definitely a significant cost. Also dynamic pricing, so I have seen them upwards of $2,500, $3,000 for the day. I honestly didn't research it because as a solo traveler, why would I ever book one of those? The one thing that's different I did notice on the other side, so when you disembark the ship and you walk through, there's like this wind tunnel, and it's pretty choppy and windy over there. But when you get onto the main part of the island and over on this side, it's not that windy. Definitely giving Norwegian a run for its money. But I have done on Norwegian, they have like this VIP area as well. It's called Silver Cove. And it's also at an additional cost, and they have villas that you can rent out. And I was fortunate enough to meet a group of people several years ago who invited me to join them. So I have been to Silver Cove on Norwegian, and they have a private beach area just for people with villas. Both great experiences. I do think Norwegian's is priced a lot better. I think for one of their villas, it's like $600 for like the regular base level. And then it goes up from there. They have like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, different levels of villas and things like that. So, but definitely price-wise, a lot more reasonable with Norwegian compared to Royal's private island, which doesn't surprise me. All right, there's a towel section over here. Some life vests if you have kids. Got some more private, like, cabana area thing over here. And then a couple of hammocks, which I think are first come, first serve, but I can probably ask somebody. And then here are the overwater cabana things. And then down there is a public beach, I believe. Honestly, don't know the island that well to say, but the sand is so soft and perfect. I love this place. I do. It's no secret that I'm a Norwegian fan, but I will admit that Royal has done a lot better with their private island. Not that Norwegian's not trying, and they are making changes and they are improving things and bringing it, up. They're building a dock, whereas right now you have to tender over on this island. Obviously, they dock right here. They're making improvements, but Royal has just done some wild stuff with this place. But it is overpriced really, really excessively. But people are paying it. So, they could charge it if people are paying it, which is the crazy thing. You can't argue that this island is gorgeous, and the sand between my toes right now doesn't get much better than this. Now, I do not know what the cost is for all these, beachside cabana things, but I'm sure it's not cheap. It's first come, first serve if you reserved Coco Beach Club. And then any of the overwater cabanas are obviously an additional cost. But it is such a beautiful place. You can see how empty these chairs are. All the front row beach chairs are taken. But I wanted to be closer to the pool. I'm more of a pool person than a beach person, but it's nice to have kind of the best of both. Get to be on the sand, but close to the water, and also right next to the pool. I am in the water, in the pool. We have a little bit of cloud cover now, some clouds. Not a whole lot. It'll still be sunny. It's still so early. It's 9:30. So I've been here for over an hour, and time is going by quickly, but this is a heated pool, definitely. It's very warm. Not overly warm. It's refreshing. It's cool, but it's definitely not cold. It's very comfortable. The only downside is all these poolside comfortable lounger seats are all taken, and yet not a single one has had someone sitting in it the whole time. So I would have loved to have one of these and actually used it and sat in it. This place is stunning. This sun is back out. There's very few clouds. The storm that looked like it was rolling in earlier is totally gone. As much as I love the Caribbean, and warm weather cruises are kind of like the origin of cruising, if you will. When you think about cruising, you think about sand, beach, hot weather, pool, that kind of thing. But lately I've been really into cold weather cruises. Starting from last October when I did a European cruise and the weather was cold a lot of the time. And then I did South America and Antarctica, where it was a mix of warm weather in South America. and obviously like freezing cold weather in Antarctica, and I loved it, partly because for Christmas and New Year's you kind of want cold weather. It just feels seasonal, it feels right for someone like me who grew up in a place where there's 4 seasons in Western North Carolina. I have missed just having like seasons and also getting to experience cruising in cold weather climates, because it's not your typical method of cruise travel, I guess. But I am doing a very different cruise for Christmas and New Year's this year for me, across to the other side of the world in Southeast Asia. And I have no idea what the weather is going to be like. I'm pretty sure it's going to be warm, not cold, and I'm bummed. I'm bummed that it's not going to be cold for Christmas and New Year's, because I don't know what it's like to experience Christmas and New Year's in a climate that's not cold. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from me. Well, the rain finally did come, and everyone is running for shelter. But I actually don't feel it because of my umbrella, so unless it starts going completely sideways, I think I'm just going to stay right here for the moment. Alright, it is lunchtime and I'm about to head over to get some food. I can't believe how fast the day is going. Alright, I think that's it for the beach club today. The wind got crazy and you can definitely tell that a storm is rolling in. So it's about 2:30 and I'm going to head back to the ship because I think we're going to get really stormed on. And probably going to get caught in it, but I'm going to try to beat it back to the ship. We'll see what happens. But it was an amazing day, and I'll talk about lunch a little bit later as well. Woo! This wind is pretty bad. There's a tram station. Alright, here comes the rain. I can feel it. It's gonna be a race until it actually starts coming down, like, torrentially. right, I am back on board. I've been back on for a while now. I took a little nap and I read on my balcony for a little bit, and it's awesome being able to watch what's going on the pier. I love when the ship docks on the side that my cabin is on, so I can watch what's going on down at the port and all the activity. And so I've been watching that the last few minutes. But to wrap up my thoughts about today and this afternoon, I did come back a little bit early because the weather turned, and it basically everyone had the same idea. But I did get, about 6.5 hours to spend there on at the Coco Beach Club. It was beautiful. I loved it. The food was very good. The burger was not better than the burger at the Mast pool bar on the ship. The appetizer was really good, but it was basically pita bread, dips, vegetable sticks. It was okay. I mean, it was good. It wasn't anything to write home about. It wasn't great. And, there's free food all over the island. If you don't want to pay for anything, you don't have to. So the cost of the beach club really, in my opinion, feels like it's almost entirely for the exclusivity, and the service was really good, especially at my beach chair. They would have someone walking by constantly. Did I need a drink? Did I need any water? Anything like that? So that was great. But do I think it was worth the cost in this current moment? No, I don't. It was beautiful, amazing location. The quietness and secluded area was amazing. I definitely wouldn't have paid more, and the fact that they're charging more when you're not really getting anything extra, when there's free food on the island and your drink package already works anywhere on the island, the exclusivity isn't worth the additional cost, in my opinion. But I'm going to think on it. I really was hoping to get to more of the island today and explore other areas and show you what that looked like, but the weather just didn't allow for it near the end of the day, and I was hoping to be able to do that on my way back to the ship, but it just didn't happen this time. But that's okay, because there's so much more to see on the island, so I'll definitely be making my way back here again at another time in the future, hopefully not too far in the future, so I can get to see everything else that they have to offer. So I'll go ahead and wrap up my thoughts here. We are just getting ready to sail away. It's a little bit before 5 o'clock right now. Evening plans. So there are a couple things going on around the ship tonight. There is a Latin dance party in the Grand Foyer. The weather is clearing up. It was a little bit stormy, so I came back to the ship a couple hours early, around 2:30 this afternoon, because a storm did roll in, and it got really, really windy, and the rain came, so pretty much everybody on shore came back to either Utopia or Reflection. So I took a little nap and I did some reading before now, getting ready to go watch us sail away. And then it's the last night, so I have to pack my suitcase. So bummed. It goes by so fast. These weekend cruises, I tell you. The question is, are they worth it? If you don't live nearby and you have to fly in, I don't know. I'll let you know my thoughts. But right now I'm going to go get back to watching what's going on out on the pier. Well, it's that time again, dinner time, except I'm not hungry yet. It is about 6:15, so it's still early, but it's very dark outside. Of course, the time changed. We went back an hour last night, so it's dark early, but I think I'm gonna go walk around the ship and see what's going on. But it is the final night. I have not packed anything yet. I think I might just save that for tomorrow morning, but we'll see how the night goes. So, all right, off to explore.
our Captain Murphy's, everybody, come on down. Our executive committee, our chief legal customers, we do have our hotel director, our human social director, Michelle, and our staff captain Panos, everybody. We also have our food members director, Martin, our assistant manager,
Everybody get ready because it's time for our sing-along party. Come on, everybody. Clap your hands.
Wonderful, thank you so much. Well, check this out. So we have over 1,280 crew members from all over the globe, and many of them work tirelessly behind the scenes to provide an incredible service. Hey, your napkins ready, all your lights on your phones ready as I bring them all over to you. Please welcome your chefs, your sous chefs, your waiters, assistant waiters, as we celebrate this voyage. Down. Yes.
Well, I don't want it to be, but it's that time. I didn't go to the early show because I was chatting with some people at the Martini Bar, which is a very different experience on the Celebrity Reflection compared to Celebrity Beyond. So if you're looking for tossing bottles and flipping things and juggling and shows and all that, I didn't see any of that at the Martini Bar on this ship. It's also not quite as central a location as on the Beyond, which I think the Beyond the Edge class just does the Martini Bar better as far as presentation and showcasing and it being a show in itself, but the crew are still amazing. Just very attentive and friendly and thoughtful and remember you and things like that. I got to get a picture with Luigi, the cruise director, who was fantastic, super high energy, great guy, but people were really crowding the officers and the captains, so I didn't get a picture with the captain, but they were there accessible and available for you to chat with and just walk up and introduce yourself, which was really cool. And then at dinner tonight, I did a late dinner around 8:15. By the time 9 o'clock rolled around, the cruise director was in the dining room announcing sort of tribute, I guess, to the staff and crew working in the main dining room, and they are amazing. One thing that's different about Celebrity is they have a dedicated waiter, head waiter, and an assistant waiter for every table, plus a sommelier that's dedicated to the restaurant. And they were all fantastic. So anyway, they did the whole like wave your napkin in the air and play a song and bring some of the crew out to get recognized, and that was pretty cool. So anyway, that is the evening, and I have not packed a single thing. As you can see from the mess behind me. I'll do that in the morning. Tomorrow is a Monday and I am working. So I'll be working from my hotel where I go check in tomorrow and just enjoying a few more days of Florida sunshine and warm weather before I go back to Philadelphia winter reality. By the time you see this video, it will probably have already been formally announced, but my December cruise is a big one. It's very exciting, very special. Southeast Asia. So I am doing Norwegian Spirit from Taiwan to Singapore. It's a 14-day cruise, 2 weeks on Norwegian Spirit to a completely new part of the world I've never been before, and I am so excited. It's going to be very different from the Caribbean. So if you're new here, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. Every view counts, every view matters, and any interaction that you have with my videos means so much to me. This is a lot of work. YouTube is not an easy job. And it's my second job because I do work full-time, and this is what I do on the side because I am passionate about cruising and travel, and I want you to come along with me, and I want to show you what I do and what I learn and what I see as a solo traveler seeing the world for the first time. Many of the ports that I go to are ones I've never been before, and so I am trying to do my best to show you what it's like to travel to those places by yourself, just in case you're interested in doing the same thing. So hit that like button and subscribe if you're interested in following me along. Many more videos to come, and thank you so much for watching. Happy cruising.